The US communication controller is vote the Thursday to changing the rules how manage net neutral in the nation. He's a judgment how has enflamed passions, in lot of the largest names in technology opposed the changing. To put it else path, if the networks that shape the rock of the web were a highway, later by net neutral, where wouldn't be quick lanes for cars and sluggish lanes for freight transport. Motorists wouldn't be capable to pay to use a more rapid path. All information independently of its amount, is on a standard game box. In experience which the tool is how ISPs, the largest ones in the US involve Comcast, Carta and ONNT, cannot unit substance, rate up or sluggish downward information of special websites since they include bin pay to do so. And they can't offer concessional treat to his own substance at the charge of his competitive environment. Adopters of net neutral say he's a question of justice, how it frameworks censor and ensures how big ISPs can't unjustly suffocate off some substance providers. But opponents say it amounts to an inappropriate limitation on industry, how regulatory stifles invest in new technique, and how net neutral laws are obsolete. Ajit Sher, president of the Fed Communication Committee, has been a visible reviewer of net neutral regulation. By his offered new rules, wideband providers would be capable to offer concessional treat to several services information and to accusation consumer more than to accessing specific substance. But the ISPs would include to openly reveal these practices. If they unsuccessful to do so correctly, else controller, the Fed Trading Committee, FTC, would include the force to conduct them to expense. One of the largest candid critics of the framework has been UK comic John Oliver, the bearer of recent One Week This Evening. In May, he requested his auditorium to position complaints to the FCC's website. In any occasion, it did not changing Sher's reason. Arrogant pie wins the voice, as anticipated, Democrats include vowed to try to coup the suggestion. Some net neutral supporters include told they schedule legislative challenges of his their own. To future aggravate matters, Washington's governor has offered how the country will get its own stairs to defend net neutral. But Pai has offered how state be locked of legislating on the question at a regional standard. ISPs will be close observed to see how they get benefit of the new framework. One of the US largest providers, Comcast, has offered where will not be as big a breakdown in the history as several terror. In spite reiterated distortions and biased data, as misled, inexact attacks of enemy, our web facility is not departure to changing, it told in a declaration.